it just kind of bothers me when there's people out here that are really trying to make themselves known. They're trying to make their dreams come true, and you know, they're literally working their asses off just to get that amount of money, to get that resource done. So when you already have the money, everything's easier. Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video on Kylie Jenner and how she made the Forbes list. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. By the way, this kind of was a last minute video, but I am finally shooting on my Canon EOS M50. If you watched my last video, here's my full video, but this is not what I plan to do for my video. I was just working on my lipsticks, and I was like, I need to do a quick video because I've been thinking about this, and so yes. Anyways, let's first start off with, this is no way, shape, or form am I trying to bash Kylie Jenner, bash her cosmetics. Obviously, she doesn't even know who I am, but that's not the point. I'm not trying to be like one of those people that's hating on her. For those of you who do not know me, I am 22 years old. I am the owner of Beauty Boss. I'm a licensed esthetician. I started my business when I was 18, and at 20 is when I launched my lipstick line 2 years ago. I'm now 22. And the problem that I'm having with the Kylie thing and the self-made part, not the problem that she's on the Forbes list, like, that's really good for her. She made $166.5 million in the last 12 months. That is a big deal, especially at such a young age. Good for her. Like, it's just the self-made part is what everybody, including me a little bit, is having an issue with. I'm not saying that she doesn't work hard. I'm sure she does. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into her business, but she has a lot of people doing things for her, I'm sure. Just the self-made part is just really getting me, because oh my God, this is like such a hard video because there's a million things that I'm thinking about that it's like, well, she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. Like, for example, like before I just started doing this video, I was upstairs labeling my lipsticks. So what happens, like, let's take you through a typical day in like Beauty Boss. I call it Beauty Boss Lips, my Beauty Boss Cosmetics. First, let's start from the very beginning, because again, I'm not in her business. I don't know exactly what she does for sure and how things work, but being a celebrity as high as she is and the money that she earns, things are a little bit different. So first, I had to do my research on what lab I wanted to use. I work with a lab not in town, so that's kind of hard. And she probably has a lab wherever she's at. But after I did my research and after I saved up X amount of dollars to get some products in and to see and to test and to do this and to do that, it took me a while, okay? So obviously I had to save up that money. The problem, or her side of things, was she picked ABC, and then she picked X, Y, and Z, and then she's like, here's this, it's paid. Probably took a week or two, probably wasn't as long in saving up as it took me. So it's just little things like that. When you have the money already, when you have the resources already, you know what lab you're going to, you know how much money you need, or you have that money right on hand. Stuff like that is just, it's like kind of easy. So that's like one thing. Okay, once you have your cosmetics in, you know, first branding. I mean, that took me forever. Obviously, I'm still branding myself, and she's already branded, like, you know. And if you want to say, oh, it's because of Kim's sex tape, or oh, it's because her mom's, you know, Kris Jenner, oh, it's because, you know, she's only famous because of the Kardashians, you know, or it's because of her dad was an Olympian. Whatever it is what it is. And it's not like, oh, woe is me, I have to work so hard, but it's just kind of comparing, you know, like how this works. So you have your cosmetics, okay, you have to label them. Maybe where she does her lipsticks, they label them, whatever. I do my label in-house. So I have my cosmetics, but now I have to go and find somebody who can label them for me. I've been through a few different people. You know, we do this label, that comes back, okay, that's fine, let's do that. Okay, I need this much in quantity. Okay, fine, let's do that. And then all of a sudden you don't hear from that guy who's labeling for you because you're going through, I'm a small business, so I'm going to support a small business. Okay, well, I didn't hear back from that guy. Here I am, I have an event coming up. This literally is just what happened to me in my event I had in January. So I have X amount of lipsticks that need to be labeled. So first time he did them, he did the label and he put them on for me. Okay, cool, like less work for me. Of course, again, you're paying for that, like saving up, paying for my labels, okay. And then you don't hear from him, his phone calls aren't being answered. Hey, what happened to you? Because I paid you and my labels aren't done. You're nowhere to be found. You call, you text, no answer. And then I'm here 2 weeks till my event and I have lipsticks that are unlabeled. So I'm going to this person, in town, I'm going to this person in town, I'm like, this is what's happening. I'm so sorry on my part because I look unprofessional, like I'm somebody who's trying to label something last minute, but in reality, my label guy just dipped out on me, so I would have had these labeled and I wouldn't look like this. So that's like one whole issue, is just the labeling, trying to deal with outside people. She's freaking Kylie Jenner. People will probably cry if they, if you got hired by Kylie Jenner to do her labels, like, hello, yeah, that's a big deal. Not to mention you have to hire people, graphic design. It's just all these little bits and pieces I don't think people think about until you're actually doing something like that. And again, for her, everything she has is like at the tip of her finger. Like she could hire the best graphic designer, in California. She can hire the best label maker in California. Like she can do, and she can get whoever she wants because she has the money and the resources for it. So in the meantime, you have other people like little old me and little old, whoever down the street that's trying to do the same thing. We have to work a little bit harder and we have to obtain those resources. We have to go out and network. It's just like nobody knows who you are, but everybody knows who Kylie Jenner is. In the meantime, I'm upstairs trying to label, X amount of lipsticks by hand. I'm cutting out each little label that my label guy made me, and then I'm like sitting there cutting it out, making sure everything's like really, really clean, making sure my label goes on there. And it's little things like that it's like she's not dealing with. And like, I get it. Again, I'm not trying to complain or say like, oh, woe is me. But people need to realize when you say self-made, you're not starting from the bottom labeling your own lipsticks and going through, all these different people to get your business to where it is, because you really can't do everything yourself. I have an event July 29th, but every time I have an event, it's like every single little thing needs to be perfect. I try to do it like steaming my shirts, folding up my shirts, putting everything in order, literally sitting labeling my lipsticks, going through little things. And I'm sure she goes through that too. You have an order that's wrong, you gotta fix the order, you have to contact whoever. It's a lot that goes into it. So when she says self-made, to me, when you say self-made, it's like somebody that started with nothing, worked their ass off to make themselves known, worked their ass off to get the money, to get the resources, worked their ass off to dealing with people that you think are helping your business but in turn are just hurting you. And you're gonna go through stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying you're not going to, but so it's just things like that, especially marketing. Like, I would probably sell out of my Beauty Boss lipsticks in a day too if I had, millions and millions of subscribers and millions of followers on Instagram. Her marketing is like a picture of her lipstick, boom, post it on Instagram, sold out. A huge marketing. Like, if I had that many subscribers, it'd be insane. So, things like that, while other people are trying to do trying to up their followers on Instagram, trying to run Facebook ads, you know, paying this money, paying that money for ads and stuff like that, while in the meantime she can just post a picture. It's just, to me, if I had the money and the resources that she did, Beauty Boss would take off a lot faster, and I wouldn't be upstairs labeling my own lipsticks. I wouldn't be losing my label guy. I wouldn't be, like, it's so crazy. Like, if I was Kylie Jenner, do you really think the guy I hired for my labels would just dip out? And I cannot, I don't, because like I said, when I hear self-made, started from the bottom, you literally had nothing. You really worked your ass off to make the money to get your resources. So when that happens, that's self-made. And when you finally make it, and you said, remember when I was cutting out my labels by myself in my kitchen trying to label my lipsticks, and now I made it and now my name is up there, then yeah, you were self-made. But when you have everything at your fingertips, it's not. I can't say that it is. Again, I'm not bashing her. I'm not saying her products are bad. I haven't even used one of her products. I should order. I do have a jacket from her, like her Kylie, her like lip kit jacket with like the lips. Like, it's really dope. I really love that. But that's just my opinion. If anyone was wondering, that's it. And thank you everybody for watching.